This is one of my favorite throw together 15-minute weeknight meals. Let's make a delicious miso pasta. So I'm just gonna start with my onion here. Now I'm actually using an echalot. It's a bit of a sweeter, small kind of French onion. And you can just use a small brown onion or small red onion if you want. I just like the taste of these, they're a little bit more mild. I'm just gonna roughly dice this up, and I've got some garlic I'm just gonna mince into the pan. So in go my diced shallots over medium heat. I'll just also add a little bit of olive oil to the pan. And I'm just gonna crush in a few garlic cloves as well. Now we just want to saute this for a couple of minutes and make sure it's not on too high heat because we don't want to burn it. I'm also just going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and of course some chili flakes. Now obviously add as many chili flakes as you like. I like a bit of a kick in mine. While these are sauteing, I'm just going to bring a pot to the boil. And don't forget to add a generous amount of salt in there. All right, so next I want to grab some miso. Back in the old days, you could probably only find it in an Asian supermarket, but now it's even at Coles and Woolworths and the local shops around, at least in my area. So we want to add about a tablespoon and a half. And miso, if you haven't had it before, is a really great umami flavor. So it's a nice salty kind of flavor, and it's fermented soybeans. You may have heard of miso soup, which is absolutely delicious. This just adds such a nice flavor to this dish. And in my opinion, honestly really makes it. It's a great salty flavor and makes it really, really tasty. I'm also gonna chuck in some butter. I'm just gonna mix this in gently until it all dissolves. Now, one important thing to note with miso is that it is very salty, so don't add too much salt. You wanna make sure that you taste at the end before adding the salt. All right, so that's looking absolutely perfect. So now I'm going to add in some veggies. So I'm going to use mushrooms today, and I'm going to use tomatoes and also some baby spinach. I'll just wait to add the baby spinach because I don't want it to overcook because it only needs to wilt down really. Whereas I want to kind of saute these mushrooms and the tomatoes a little bit just to really absorb that delicious miso flavor. So I'm using spaghetti today, but feel free to use whatever you like. So this is looking fantastic. I'm also just going to add a little bit of tomato paste, about a teaspoon, just to add another depth of flavor. So now's the time to pour myself a glass of wine and pour about a glass and a half into your sauce to deglaze the pan. You also want to turn the heat up a little bit now as well and start cooking off that alcohol and reducing this sauce. You don't have to use wine if you don't want to. You could use a little bit of stock, or feel free just to use some water because there's already a lot of flavor in that miso. Now at this point, I'm gonna add in the juice of half a lemon and my bag of baby spinach. I'm just gonna let that spinach all wilt down into the sauce. And remember, you can add whatever veggies or leave out whatever veggies you want. So my sauce is looking really good and my pasta's almost ready. So I want to add in here, I've got some whiting which I had frozen in the freezer. It's just a kind of white fish, very simple in flavor, and I'm just going to add it into the dinner tonight just to really add a nice kind of fishiness or light fishiness, and also some extra protein and filler. You can use whatever protein you like. You can use chicken if you like, just make sure to pop it in earlier. I'd put it in at the start with the onions to make sure it's cooked. Whereas the fish will only take about a minute to cook. So I want to add it in just before it's ready. So all I'm going to do is just chop this up into just smallish kind of squares, probably about an inch or a few centimeters long. Now I also find the fastest way to defrost this kind of frozen fish, or the method I love to use, is just to put it in a bowl of room temperature water, or even just run it under some cold water under the tap. I lay it out on some paper towel and it's perfectly defrosted by the time I'm ready to use it. The other thing too is it is quite a gentle fish. It will fall apart if you're not careful too, but I think that adds to the flavor, and I like to get little bites of fish through the pasta. So I'm just gonna pop it straight in And just to freshen it up a little bit too, I've chopped up about a quarter or third of a cup of parsley. This is just gonna add a really nice fresh zinginess to the dish. And I'm just gonna gently mix that fish through, and that's just gonna cook in the residual heat in the pan. We don't wanna have this blasting on too high of a heat. Because as you should know, overcooked fish is extremely chewy. It's not nice at all to eat. So my pasta's ready, and I am just going to transfer it straight from the pot into this pan. And don't worry if you get a bit of pasta water. The pasta water is going to help kind of combine it all together with that excess starch in the water. And also, if you didn't add wine and your sauce is a little bit dry, this is when you can use a little bit of this pasta water just to help, there we go, just to help loosen it all up and let it combine. Well, here we go. This is tasting absolutely delicious. Just make sure to give it a good taste and see if it needs any more salt, chili, pepper, spice, anything. I'm just gonna serve it up on my plate right now. So there's no amazingly beautiful way to do this, but I'm just gonna try and go for a bit of a twist like that. It doesn't look amazing. I've got plenty of pasta. I'm gonna try and dive in for some fish and mushrooms. Sometimes you got to get the spoon in there. And obviously we can't forget about just shaving a little bit of Parmesan over the top. Parmesan cheese makes all pastas better. And here we go. This is my weeknight miso pasta. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did, and I'll see you guys next time.